Hey there, YouTube. Brian from left side under content. Down in this top row here, you're going to see all of your statistics about authors, the number of authors you have, and contracts. When contracts expire, you can send out notifications to the authors about the expiring contracts. Sure you see. So here I've got two authors. I've got myself, and for illustration purposes, I have another one who is not Brian Stewart. What I want to draw your attention to here is in the blue, which is the permanent author copy link. This link here will allow your authors, if you send it to them, not to have any other access to Pub Toolbox, but just be able to order author copies. And now, within Pub Toolbox, this is entirely within the product, so you don't need to use a separate invoicing tool such as Square or anything like that. You can send the invoices and collect payment as long as you set up either a Venmo or a PayPal, all within Pub Toolbox. Take a look at the author copy ordering video for more information on that. Now, there are some items that you can do with authors. You can retire the author, which will bring that author out of all your lists and go into the retirement section, which is down here. Look for the video on retirement. You can edit any of the author information. You can add books right from here. You can generate reports and generate access tokens and delete the authors. Within the authors, if we retire this author, they're going to be removed and they won't show up in our reports. But if we made a mistake and we didn't want to, we can unretire the author here, or we can view them in the retirement management, and we can unretire them from there as well. So now they've disappeared from authors, so we have to go to retirement management, and we have to unretire the author. So we can undo anything that we do accidentally. Now, you may have brought in a lot of book and author information by importing it within the tool, which makes entry a lot quicker. But a lot of times what will happen is that'll bring in details, but not all the details. You're missing a phone number, anything like that. What the access token does is it allows us to generate an access token by clicking the button. And then we can share this with the author. This access token is only good for a certain amount of time. In this case, we have the expiration. And open up a new and private window and show you what this looks like for an author. You see there aren't any side navigations. There aren't any navigations up here. They can't access any of the other information that is within your Pub Toolbox. The only thing they can do is update their information. So they can change their name, email address, telephone number, shipping address, whether or not they want to subscribe to SMS, and they can update this information here. Allows you to delegate some of this responsibilities. If you import 1,000 authors and there are 1,000 authors that have information missing, you could delegate them by sending them the link and having them update that. If they do wait too long to use that link, what will happen is it will expire and you'll just have to generate a second link. Inside the author information, we have the retirement status, we have the contract status. If the contract expires for books, it will show in the book areas. We have whether or not this person is enabled for SMS text messages. When we generate royalty reports, they'll get notifications about this and other things. One last thing I'll show you here is sometimes within imports, it may import an author strangely. Typically we have first name and last name, but sometimes they might be imported as last name, first name. So it would be the same author, but it will show up as two authors. We have two ways to counteract that. We have the ability to transfer books where you can select them one at a time and then select an author to transfer them to, or you can merge. Typically, if we are importing from a tool, a platform that has the author in a last name, first name basis, and it creates a second author, we'll want to merge that author. Information's down here, but when you're on the author, this might be the last name, first name. What you can do is then choose to merge them into another author. As it says here, when you do it, all of the information, books, royalty reports, notification history, and everything will go from the author that you're on now into the author you're transferring or merging to, and then the original will be deleted. That's just cleaning up your area to make sure everything is all set to go. And that is really the last thing I'll talk to you about on authors. And take a look at the other Pub Toolbox videos for more information. Until next time, see ya.